Harassment and gang stalking, even electronic harassment. Psalms 59 is amazing and it talks about this. Now you might be thinking, what are you talking about? How can it be talking about all of those things? You have to understand that the pattern of the wicked and the pattern of the righteous are repetitive all throughout time. All throughout time. So wicked people are going to have the same patterns as they did 2,000, 3,000 years ago. And this is shown in Ecclesiastes 1:9 and Ecclesiastes 3:15. Not only do similar events repeat themselves in the world throughout time, but similar patterns with people repeat themselves all throughout time. So I want to break down a couple things in Psalms 59 that I see that is really amazing because I am going through this right now. As I've told you guys before, some of you may not believe me or whatever, but I am being targeted for a long time now for gang stalking. And what gang stalking is it's an organized group of people who are trying to trigger you with noises and with things like of this nature to keep you off balance, to keep you wondering and thinking, and really to steal your peace. That's one thing that this is about. Recently, I noticed that this is happening to me, and you might think that I'm crazy. That's how they want it. You see, when you do your research on gang stalking, they'll target individuals. And if that individual cannot share their experience, if nobody else has shared the experience as if it's happened to them, they would think that you're crazy. And they count on that. They count on the idea that they're targeting you. You know it, they know it, but those are the only ones that know it. Like when everybody else is around you and everything is calm, and they want to target you so that you are the only one that feels crazy, right? They try to make you think that you're crazy. And I'm going to tell you guys, it goes even so deep as to they have technology where they can tell how you feel. They can target you. We're way past the movie with Gene Hackman, which was The Enemy of the State. We're way past that movie with their technology. The Book of Enoch says that they have learned the powers of the angels. So that's the kind of technology that we're dealing with. And so when they target a person, they'll make it so that that person will just sound crazy to the next person. See, because it's not done to a lot of people. So I want to read you Psalms 59 and break down a couple things that are important to me. Hopefully we'll get through it. I don't have that much time on my camera. But this hit me like a ton of bricks. When I read this, I'm like, my gosh. This is it. This explains so much. Psalms 59. Deliver me from mine enemies, O my God. Defend me from them that rise up against me. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity and save me from bloody men. So right there, we already know what type of people these are. Workers of iniquity and bloody men. These are not people who think like us, like what is right and wrong and just. These are workers of iniquity and bloody men. That's why they're doing what they do, okay? For lo, they lie in wait for my soul. And that's another thing too. It's an organized operation. They're waiting in certain spots, certain areas to trigger your emotions, to get you off balance. For lo, they lie in wait for my soul. The mighty are gathered against me. More than one person. not for my transgression, nor for my sin, O Lord. Now that's a big part of it too. So it's not because you did anything wrong. And I was thinking this. I was like, why is this happening to me? What did I do to deserve this? And right there it explains. Sometimes it's not for your transgression nor for your sin. It's because they're workers of iniquity and bloody men. Okay? Because you'll start to think, what did I do wrong? Why is this happening to me? Well, that's not the case in this instance right here. They run and prepare themselves without my fault. Awake to help me, and behold, you see? They run and prepare themselves without my fault. So they're preparing to, in this case, like gang stalk somebody, but it's not because that person has fault with them. It's simply because they're workers of iniquity. Okay? Thou therefore, O Lord, God of hosts, the God of Israel, awake to visit all the heathen. Be not merciful to any wicked transgressors. Selah. So he's writing here to God, and he's like, I need your help. He needs God's help, and I do too. They return at evening. Now look at this. They make a noise like a dog and go round about the city. This is exactly what they do. Like these trucks that have been just basically harassing me, they go by the house and rev like every 5 minutes, super high. And you can hear them on the other side of the city. They're going around the city, and they make noise like a dog. And another thing, my personal belief, that there are people that live near me that do this on purpose to me too. At certain times, lots of times that I wake up, they'll just be banging on stuff on the front yard for no reason. And then I wake up, they do it for another couple minutes, and then they stop. They make noise like a dog. They go around about the city. I'm telling you, some of us are targeted for this stuff. They're trying to make your life a living hell. They're trying to keep me off balance. They're trying to take my peace. Now look at this. Behold, they belch out with their mouths swords. Swords are in their mouth, in their lips. For who say they doth hear? But thou, O Lord, shall laugh at them. Thou shalt have the heathen in derision. So somehow God's going to help me, and somehow God will help others out there in this situation. Because of his strength will I wait upon thee, for God is my defense. There's the defense, God. The God of my mercy shall prevent me. God shall let me see my desire upon mine enemies. Slay them not, lest my people forget. Scatter them by thy power, and bring them down, O Lord, our shield. For the sin of their mouth and the words of their lips, let them even be taken in their pride. It's like Lucifer, he fell because of pride. The people who do these things have a lot of pride. And for cursing and lying which they speak, consume them in wrath. Consume them, that they may... This is so amazing. So amazing. That they may not be, and let them know that God ruleth in Jacob unto the ends of the earth. Selah. And at evening let them return, and let them make a noise like a dog, and go round about the city. Let them wander up and down for meat, and grudge, if they be not satisfied. But I will sing of thy power, yea, I will sing aloud of thy mercy in the morning, for thou hast been my defense and refuge in the day of my trouble. The last verse. Unto thee, O my strength, will I sing, for God is my defense and the God of my mercy. You guys, just when I read this, I could not help but just see how perfect Psalms 59 fits a current situation that me and some others out there are in. I understand that if we eisegesis this, which means isolate that, Psalms 59, then it would be only pertaining to that one instance and scenario in Psalms 59. But I don't believe that any of the Bible is written like that. I believe that the entire Bible, for the most part, in some way, shape, or form, is exegesis, which is the exact opposite of that, which it applies in our everyday life. And when I read Psalm 59, it just blew me away. It blew me away because it tells it's telling me exactly what I know. What is being done, how they make noises and they go around the city. They're trying to trigger you. That's what he's saying. They make noises like a dog. Why are they doing that? Because they're trying to get in here. Okay? And it talks about how it's not because your transgressions or your sin, you didn't do anything to them. It's amazing. Psalms 59 is absolutely amazing, and how it pertains to my situation and modern day situations today. It talks about how you need God. You need God for your defense, however he's going to do it. So thank you guys. I just wanted to break some of that down for you and show you what I saw in it. It's amazing to me. Now, one major puzzle piece to all this is that when this all started, now let me word that differently. When I noticed majorly that this was happening to me and I knew that these were not coincidences, is when I sat next to my phone and the right side of my brain heated up on the inside really hot. And I got away from my phone and it was happening and I was just like not that worried about it. But then I'm like, geez, my brain is so hot on the right side only. And then that's when I ended up in the psych ward for a week. Because that's when it all started. I started thinking all these crazy thoughts and I started imagining, seeing in my mind's eye all these crazy things that I thought were happening that were not happening. And that experience ended me up in the psych ward, in which then I started to notice, like, wait a second, what's going on? I come back and all of these things are going on. You see, when my right side of my brain heated up, that's when these trucks started doing this crazy stuff, revving all day long, running by my house. That's when I noticed certain things that I didn't notice before, but more things were happening now. And so, yes, I believe that it sounds crazy, but that's how they want it. They want you to sound crazy. But I believe that it's all connected. That somehow electronically they have tampered with my brain physiology. And now they're using these loud noises and random things to keep my mind off balance. And like I said, in Psalms 59, you ask, why would they do that? Because they're workers of iniquity. It's the patterns of the wicked. They don't change. They hate me, I believe, because God loves me. You see, it's deeper than just no reason at all. There's a reason there. So, again, all this started happening more and more and more when I had that experience with the right side of my brain heating up from me sitting next to my phone for a long time. So I believe that that is connected to all these people that are doing this. I know it sounds big, but I mean, look what they've done to my channel. They keep my channel super shadow banned. Instagram too. I mean, I'm telling you guys, there's something big is going on. And if something happens to me, I want everybody to know. I want everybody to know. That's one of my fears, is that nobody will know what happened. I want everybody to know. And if it happens to them, you need to know what's going on. So, thank you guys again, and God bless.